You are not here to play small. You are not here to settle. You are not here to be average. You are here to dominate. This is not a game. This is war. And in war, there are no second chances. There are no timeouts. There is only victory or defeat. Which one will you choose? Look around you. The world is full of people who have given up. People who have accepted mediocrity. People who have let their dreams die. But not you. You are different. You are built for more. You are a warrior. And warriors don't back down. Warriors don't make excuses. Warriors fight. Let me tell you something hard, something raw, something real. Life doesn't care about your feelings. Life doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care about your struggles. Life only cares about one thing: results. And if you're not getting the results you want, it's not because the world is against you. It's not because you're unlucky. It's because you are not fighting hard enough. You want success, you want power, you want respect, then you have to earn it. And earning it means sacrifice. It means pain. It means pushing yourself beyond your limits. It means staring fear in the face and saying, I am not afraid. Let me break it down for you. Real power doesn't come from money. It doesn't come from fame. It doesn't come from material possessions. Real power comes from within. It comes from your mind, your will, your spirit. And when you tap into that power, nothing can stop you. But here's the truth. Most people will never tap into that power. Why? Because they're too comfortable. They're too scared. They're too weak. They'd rather stay in their safe little bubble than face the unknown. But not you. You are not most people. You are a warrior, and warriors thrive in the unknown. Warriors embrace the struggle. Warriors welcome the pain. Let me ask you something. What are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to endure? What are you willing to fight for? Because if you're not willing to sacrifice, you're not ready to win. And if you're not ready to win, you're already dead. This is psychological warfare. This is the battle for your mind. And the battlefield is everywhere. It's in your thoughts, it's in your habits, it's in your decisions. And every single day, you are either winning or losing that battle. So, how do you win? How do you dominate? How do you crush your enemies without saying a word? First, you master your mind. Your mind is your greatest weapon, but it can also be your greatest enemy. If you don't control your thoughts will control you. And when your thoughts control you, you are weak. You are vulnerable. You are defeated. But when you master your mind, you become unstoppable. You become fearless. You become powerful. And that power radiates from you. It's in your eyes. It's in your walk. It's in your silence. And when people see that power, they will either respect you or fear you. Either way, they will never underestimate you. Second, you embrace the grind. Success is not a one-time event. It's a daily grind. It's waking up early when everyone else is sleeping. It's pushing through when everyone else is quitting. It's staying focused when everyone else is distracted. And if you're not willing to grind, you're not ready to win. Third, you eliminate distractions. Distractions are the enemy of progress. They are the killers of dreams. And in today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, negative people, bad habits. They will all try to pull you away from your goals. But you have to be strong. You have to be disciplined. You have to say no to the things that don't serve you. Fourth, you surround yourself with winners. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with losers, you will become a loser. If you surround yourself with winners, you will become a winner. It's that simple. So, choose your circle wisely. Fifth, you stay hungry. Complacency is the enemy of greatness. The moment you think you've made it, you've already lost. True warriors are never satisfied. They are always hungry for more. More success, more growth, more power. And that hunger is what keeps them moving forward. Now, let's talk about your enemies. Because yes, you have enemies. They may not be obvious. They may not be physical, but they are there, and they are waiting for you to fail. Your enemies are doubt, fear, laziness, procrastination, negativity, and the worst enemy of all, yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are your own biggest obstacle. You are the one holding yourself back. But here's the good news. You can defeat your enemies. You can crush them. And you don't need weapons to do it. You don't need words to do it. All you need is your mind, your will, your spirit. When doubt creeps in, you remind yourself of your purpose. When fear tries to paralyze you, you take action. When laziness tries to pull you down, you push harder. When negativity tries to poison your mind, you focus on the positive. And when your own mind tries to sabotage you, you fight back. This is the battle. This is the war. And it's not easy. It's not pretty. It's not comfortable. But it's worth it. Because on the other side of this battle is victory. On the other side of this war is freedom. So what are you waiting for? The time is now. The battlefield is here, and the choice is yours. Will you rise up and fight, or will you fall down and die? The world doesn't need more followers. The world needs more leaders, more warriors, more champions, and that starts with you. So stand up, straighten your back, look fear in the eye, and say these words: I am ready. I am strong. I am unstoppable. Now go out there and dominate. Listen up. You're here because you're done. Done with the noise. Done with the games. Done with people thinking they can walk over you and get away with it. You've got a storm brewing inside, a hunger to win, to dominate, to crush anyone who dares stand in your way. But here's the secret. You don't need to yell. You don't need to fight. You don't need a single word. This is psychological warfare. This is about breaking them down piece by piece while you stand tall, silent, strong, unstoppable. I'm your mentor. I'm your warrior. I'm here to show you how to defeat them without even opening your mouth. You've been attacked, betrayed, disrespected. Maybe it's a backstabbing friend, a smug coworker, a doubter who thinks you're nothing. They've thrown their punchish words, smirks, lies, and it stings, it burns. Good. That fire, that's your weapon. That pain, that's your fuel. You're not here to cry about it. You're not here to beg for fairness. You're here to turn it around, to take that hurt and forge it into something they can't touch, something they can't fight, something that destroys them from the inside out. They expect you to snap. They want you to explode. They're begging for your reaction, some sign they've got power over you. Don't give it to them. Don't. That's where you win. That's where the war begins. Psychological warfare isn't loud. It's quiet. It's sharp. It's a blade they don't see coming. You don't defeat them by matching their chaos. You defeat them by rising above it. By mastering you. By turning your mind into a fortress and your silence into a weapon that cuts deeper than any insult they've ever thrown. Look at them. Look at the ones who've crossed you. They're weak. They're loud because they're scared. They attack because they're hollow. They need your attention to feel alive. Starve them. Strip them bare. Let them scream. Let them taunt. Let them flail. You're a wall, a mountain, a force they can't shake. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need their validation. You just need to stand, to move, to win. And they'll feel it. They'll feel that shift in the air when you stop playing their game and start playing yours. This is about control, not over the mover you. Your emotions are a battlefield. Anger's clawing at you. Doubts whispering in your ear. Fears trying to choke you out. Grab them. Wrestle them. Own them. You don't win by pretending they're not there. You win by making them yours. That anger, channel it. That doubt, crush it. That fear, stare it down until it blinks. You're not a puppet to your feelings. You're the warrior who commands them. You decide what lives in your head. You decide what drives your soul. Not them, never them. They think they know you. They think they've got you figured out. Let them. Let them underestimate you. Let them sleep on you. Because while they're busy laughing, you're building. You're grinding. You're sharpening your edges. They don't see the storm coming. They don't hear the thunder in your steps. They don't feel the weight of your silence. But they will. Oh, they will. When you're standing on top, when you've turned their noise into your power, they'll know they lost. And you didn't even have to say a word. You're in a war, right now, every day, every minute, not with them, with yourself. That's the real fight. That's the one that matters. They're just pawns, distractions, noise. The true enemy is the voice that says you can't, the weight that says you're weak, the shadow that says give up, cut it down, burn it out. You're not here to lose to yourself. You're here to conquer yourself. And when you do, they're finished, done, irrelevant. Because a warrior who's mastered their mind can't be touched by anyone. Silence is your power. Silence. It's not weakness. It's not surrender. It's a weapon. A loaded gun they don't see. When you stop reacting, when you stop feeding their drama, you take their oxygen, you suffocate their game. They thrive on your words, your anger, your cracks. Shut it off. Lock it down. Watch them scramble. Watch them panic. Watch them unravel. You don't need to tell them they're wrong. They'll figure it out when they're choking on your absence. When they're drowning in your strength. You've got a choice. Right now, today. Keep dancing to their tune. Start calling the shots. Keep letting them pull your strings or cut them loose. This isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There's only now, this second, this breath. Take it, use it, move, act, fight. Not with fists, not with shouts, with your mind, with your will, with the kind of focus that turns you into a machine they can't stop. They've hurt you. Fine. They've laughed at you. Good. They've doubted you. Perfect. Every hit they've landed is a brick in your foundation. Every scar they've left is a badge of your strength. You don't erase the past, you weaponize it. You don't forget the pain, you harness it. You don't run from the fire, you walk through it and come out steel. They thought they'd break you. They thought they'd bury you. They didn't know you'd rise from the dirt, stronger, sharper, Delaware Adlier. What's your move? Huh? What's it gonna be? You gonna sit there, stewing in their bullshit? Or you gonna stand up and take what's yours? I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to shove you forward. You've got dreams, goals, a life you deserve. They don't get to touch that. They don't get to dim that. Chase it, hunt it, bleed for it. Every step you take is a strike against them. Every win you claim is a wound they can't heal. You don't need to tell them you're coming. They'll see it when you're already there. Discipline is your sword. Swing it. Hard, fast, relentless. It's not glamorous. It's not easy. It's showing up when you're tired. It's pushing when you're empty. It's saying no to the weak shit and yes to the warrior shit. They don't have it. That's why they lose. That's why you win. Discipline isn't loud. It's quiet. It's steady. It's the heartbeat of your victory. They'll see it in your eyes, in your grind, in the way you move like nothing can touch you. And it'll scare them. It'll terrify them. You're not a victim. Say it. Say it. You're not a victim. You're a force. Victims whine. Forces fight. Victims beg. Forces take. You're not here to sob about what they did. You're here to build what they can't. You're here to take every blow they landed and turn it into armor. You're here to show them what happens when you mess with someone who refuses to bend, someone who refuses to break, someone who turns their poison into power. They're watching you, even if they pretend they're not. They're waiting for you to stumble, waiting for you to crack. Don't. You're not here to trip over their traps. You're here to leap over them. You're not here to play defense. You're here to attack. Not with noise, not with drama, with progress, with strength, with the kind of life that makes their little world look like a joke. They'll see it. They'll feel it. And it'll eat them alive. Your mind is your castle. Guard it. Fortify it. Rule it. Thoughts will come amnesty, weak, useless thoughts. Kick them out. Replace them. Tell yourself you're enough. Tell yourself you're unbreakable. Shout it in your head. Whisper it in your soul. I don't care how you do it, just do it. Your mind is your kingdom. They don't get a key. They don't get a vote. You're the king. You're the queen. You're the warrior. And no one storms your gates unless you let them. You've got enemies. Sure, everyone does. But they're not the real threat. You are. Your potential is. Your power is. They can't stop that. They can't touch that. Only you can hold it back. So don't. Unleash it. Let it loose. Let it roar. Not out loud inside. Let it burn through your veins. Let it drive your hands. Let it lift your head. They'll feel the heat. They'll sense the shift. They'll know something's coming, and they won't know how to fight it. Time's running. Right now, this moment, you've got a shot, one shot, to take control, to flip the script, to turn their game into your victory. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't blink. Move. Now. Every second you waste is a second they think they've won. Every minute you stall is a minute they breathe easy. Stop it. End it. Start your war, the quiet one. The fierce one. The one they can't dodge. They're gonna fall apart. Not because you pushed them. Not because you cursed them. Because they're fragile. because they're built on lies and noise and nothing. You're built on grit, on fire, on will. You don't need to knock them down. They'll trip over their own egos. They'll crash under their own weight. And when they do, you'll be there, silent, steady, victorious, watching them fade while you shine. This is your life, yours, not theirs, not the past's, not the pain's. Take it, rip it back, shape it, own it. Every day is a battle, every choice is a weapon. Every breath is a chance to strike. Not at theme at the you you're meant to be. Fight for that, bleed for that, win that. Because when you do, they're done. When you do, they're nothing. When you do, the war is over. And you've won, without a word. You don't need their apologies. You don't need their tears. You need you. You need your strength. You need your focus. They want you to care. They want you to chase them. Stop. Right now. Turn around. Face forward. Look at what's yours. Your goals, your dreams, your power. That's your target. That's your fight. Hit it. Hit it hard. Hit it every damn day. And let them watch. Let them wonder. Let them lose. Keep moving. Don't stop. Don't slow. Don't look back. They're behind you for a reason. They're beneath you for a reason. You're not here to drag them. You're here to lift you. Higher, stronger, fiercer. Let them claw at the air. Let them shout into the void. Let them fade into the dust. You rise. You build. You conquer. Silently, ruthlessly, perfectly. This isn't the end. This is the start. The spark of your reign. The birth of your power. You're not just surviving, you're dominating. You're not just standing, you're soaring. You're not just here, you're everywhere where they can't escape it. They can't deny it. They can't fight it. Because you didn't give them a chance. You didn't give them a word. You gave them your silence. And it's louder than anything they've ever heard. So what's it gonna be? You're gonna sit there, you're gonna wait, or you're gonna move? You're gonna fight, you're gonna take it? I'm not here to hold your hand. I'm here to light a fire under you. This is your moment, your war, your victory. Silent, brutal, absolute. They messed with the wrong one. They doubted the wrong soul. They lit a flame they can't touch. And now they lose. Now they fall. Now they learn. You're still here. That means you're in. That means you're ready. That means you've got the guts. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's tear down the weak you, the one they hurt, the one they mocked, and build something they can't reach, something they can't break, something that looms over their lives like a shadow they'll never outrun. Take a breath. Feel it. That's strength. That's purpose. That's you. Now use it. Move. Fight. Win. Not them yourself. Win the war in your head, and they're finished. Win the war in your soul, and they're gone. Win the war in your life, and they're nothing. Silent, sharp, final. This is psychological warfare. This is your warfare. You don't need words. You don't need noise. You need you, your mind, your will, your silence. They'll see it when it's too late. They'll feel it when you're gone. They'll know it when you're untouchable. And you will be. You will be. Because you're not just anyone. You're a warrior. And that's enough. That's everything. Go. Now. Start. Don't wait. Don't flinch. Don't doubt. Every move is yours. Every win is yours. Every strike is yours. Take it. Own it. Live it. Defeat them not with your voice, not with your hands, but with your mind, with your silence, with your rise. You're a force, a storm, a goddamn legend. They can't stop you. They can't touch you. They can't even dream of you. So rise, rise, and let them fall. Let them fade. Let them break. Silently, beautifully, forever. You were not born for comfort. You were not born for peace. You were not born for weakness. You were built for war. Understand that. Let it burn into your mind. Because the truth is this: life is a battlefield. Every day, every moment, every breath, and you are either a warrior or you are prey. You are here because you want to win. You are here because you are done losing. You are here because you are ready to become something else, something they fear. But there is no easy way. There is no comfort on this path. Only fire, only pain, only sacrifice. This is psychological warfare, and you are about to become a master of it. You think strength is about lifting weights? You think power is about how loud you can be? You think domination is about flexing and showing off? Wrong. The most powerful men are invisible. The most dangerous men are silent. They do not announce their presence. They do not explain their actions. They do not argue. They do not justify. They just move. And when they move, the world feels it. This is the way. This is how you will become a weapon. By mastering silence, by mastering control, by mastering patience. You do not respond. You do not react. You do not show them anything. Because the moment you react, you expose yourself. And the man who exposes himself, he is already deed. Listen, this world is filled with noise. Weak men talk too much. They reveal their fears. They reveal their weaknesses. They reveal their plans. And when they do, they lose. But you will be different. From this moment on, you say less. You move less. You give them nothing. You make them guess. You make them wonder. You make them fear what they do not know. This is how warriors move. This is how kings rule. This is how you win. Imagine this. You walk into a room. You say nothing, but every eye turns to you. Why? Because you carry power. Because you carry discipline. Because you carry focus. Men feel it. Women feel it. Everyone feels it. Because your silence screams louder than their noise. You don't need attention. You don't need approval. You don't need validation. Because you know who you are. Because you know what you are. You are a weapon. You are a machine. You are a warrior in a world of sheep. And they feel that energy, even if they can't explain it, even if they don't understand it, they feel it, and they fear it. You have to kill the weakness inside you. You have to destroy the old version of yourself, the one who cared too much, the one who spoke too soon, the one who showed his hand. He's dead now. Now you are disciplined. Now you are focused. Now you are controlled. And that control, that's what makes you invincible. Because the man who controls himself controls everything. You don't react to their games. You don't respond to their tests. You don't move when they push. You let them wonder. You let them get frustrated. You let them exhaust themselves trying to figure you out. And when they are weak, when they are open, when they are exposed, that is when you strike. One move, final, fatal, precise. That's how you win. Not with noise, not with words, with silence and timing. Most men don't have the strength to wait. They are desperate to ACT, desperate to prove, desperate to validate themselves. But you're not desperate for anything. You have nothing to prove. You have nothing to explain. You have nothing to lose because you've already killed the part of you that was weak. You are not controlled by ego. You are not controlled by fear. You are not controlled by doubt. You are still. You are cold. You are ready. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. In your silence, they will hear their own insecurity. In your silence, they will reveal their own fears. In your silence, they will destroy themselves. Because weak men cannot handle silence. They need noise to distract them. They need words to comfort them. They need validation to survive. But you are not weak. You don't need Daniel. You don't need anything. You have your mission. You have your purpose. And nothing can take that from you. Listen, when you speak, mean it. When you move, finish it. When you strike, end it. Do nothing halfway. Do nothing for attention. Do nothing for ego. Every move is strategic. Every word is intentional. Every action is final. This is psychological warfare. And you are becoming a master of it. Your energy is everything. It's the vibration you carry. It's the signal you send. It's the power they feel when you walk in. And energy does not lie. People feel who is strong. People feel who is focused. People feel who is disciplined. You don't need to prove anything. You are the proof. Understand this. Most people will never understand you. They will fear you. They will envy you. They will hate you. Good. That means you're doing it right. You are not here to be understood. You are not here to be loved. You are not here to be accepted. You are here to conquer. You are here to win. You are here to become unstoppable. So build yourself every day, every moment, every decision. Get up early, train hard, study silence, master your mind, control your face, control your emotions, control your energy, become an unbreakable wall. Become an immovable force. Become the man they fear to test. When they talk, listen. When they lie, observe. When they try to bait you, smile inside. They are showing you their hand. They are revealing their weakness. They are exposing their desperation. And you are still. You are calm. You are ready. When it's time, you end it. This is not a game. This is not theory. This is war. Every day you wake up, you are at war with the weakness inside you. You are at war with the world trying to control you. You are at war with everything trying to break you. But you cannot be broken because you do not break. You bend. You adapt. You overcome. And then you dominate. The silence is where you win. In the waiting. In the patience. In the strategy. Weak men act without thinking. They run their mouths. They move too soon. They expose themselves. But you observe. You analyze. You plan. And then you execute. And it's over before they even understand what's happening. Every room you enter is a battlefield. Every glance is a challenge. Every interaction is a test. But you've already won. Because you've already mastered yourself. You've already destroyed your fears. You've already silenced your doubts. You are focused. You are sharp. You are deadly. Let them talk. Let them argue. Let them gossip. While they waste their energy, you build yours. While they reveal their plans, you hide yours. While they expose themselves, you stay hidden until the moment comes, and when it comes, you strike with precision. One shot, one move, one word, and it's done. Because you don't need to fight for hours. You don't need to argue for days. You don't need to convince anyone. You win. In silence. In control. In power. This is the path of the warrior. This is the path of the king. This is the path of the unstoppable man. And you are on that path now. You are not like them. You do not fear silence. You do not fear being alone. You do not fear losing because you've already lost before. And you've survived. You've already been alone. And you've grown stronger. You've already suffered. And it made you tougher. Now you are cold. Now you are calm. Now you are ready. And they will never see you coming. Because they don't know what you're thinking. Because they can't read your moves. Because they don't understand your silence. But by the time they realize it's too late, you've already won.